Hello, hello. Welcome to XFM on Mandy Cane Lane. It is about 2,648.7 degrees in my room today, so please ignore if my face glistens. Goddamn, I don't sweat, I glisten. I learned that years ago. I do not sweat, people. Nope, I glisten like a pig. Anyway, Series 1, Episode 5. December 8th, 2001, dramatic voice. Anyway, we are beginning to get to those episodes where they incorporate Carl more, which sounds fun. Last episode was actually really funny because I don't remember what Carl said. They asked him a question, and I really don't remember what he said. Oh, yeah, something about old people and babies, people aging backwards. There was some weird about that. And you can't see them, but I could see them in my mind. I could just see Ricky and Steven looking at each other and their eyes going, bing, like, what? And I feel like it was the beginning of them realizing, like, oh my God, this guy says some random stuff. But it can be really funny. So, I don't know how much Carl will participate in this. It doesn't matter. The other guys are absolutely freaking hilarious anyway. But hello, welcome, hope you're fine, and let's do this.
Ash, there's a star on XFM 104.9, 1:05. That means it must be well in. 5 minutes in to the Ricky Gervais show.
With Steve Merchant.
Yeah, he's here as well.
Yep.
Well, we've got some great tunes lined up, haven't we? We've got Eminem, we've got Coldplay, Oasis, we've got De La Soul, Chemical Brothers, Dr. Dre, Garbage, R.E.M., The Manics, we got Muse, we got Feeder, we got some classic
you've said all those names, Rick, but the chances of us actually playing all of those are quite slim.
We might not get to them if we talk too much.
And obviously we'll drop a couple of those to play our own tracks as well.
Yeah. Well, they are our own tracks.
Yeah.
You know. Well,
I'm not gonna get into that now.
Right. Here's Eminem. Eminem, the real Slim Shady. Now, even though that sort of record is relatively recent, and it's quite hardcore. It's going on about subject matter that is adult, really.
Certainly.
And it's quite aggressive and it's cool and everything, but he still managed to make it sound like a novelty record.
It is, yeah.
So, I mean, it's like a little I know that's intentional, and that's good. But
yeah.
I mean, I think it's nice that he's got a nice little tune. It could be like a little cartoon figure. Here comes Flumpy McMump.
But the irony is, isn't there like a video you can get now, which is a cartoon Slim Shady, The Adventures of Slim Shady?
Really?
Is that
I know
a
there
real
was
thing?
The Adventures of MC Hammer, the cartoon animated series, which sadly I never got to see, and New Kids on the Block. I think
the cartoon went a bit mad and started spending a lot.
Yeah,
of
exactly.
money, and it was
MC Hammer now apparently is like he tours on the kind of religious music scene.
Does he?
Yeah, he's gone sort of.
Well, wasn't he always a preacher or something, or started in gospel or something?
Was he?
Yeah, I think so. Because he used to. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I just assumed he was quite off the streets.
He used to keep a lot of Bibles in his big trousers.
Yeah.
So he could go around giving it to poor people.
Yeah.
Well, apart from the great music we've got lined up, Steve, we've got obviously our regular features.
Sure.
We've got my classic film review.
Always looking forward to
That's
that.
already getting a little bit of attention.
From who?
Wow, just various people.
Go on, name some.
Well, can't name them by name or just.
Yeah.
Oh God, what's that one? Oh, Scorsese.
Right.
You wanted me to talk about one of those films?
Okay, good.
Yeah.
You going to talk about one of his today?
Yeah. No.
What we've got lined up?
Spielberg.
Right.
Going to do a Spielberg film.
Okay.
Right.
We've got That Film Sounds Good.
Yeah.
Now that's not my film review. That's where I take a track off a soundtrack of a classic film.
We're still
and it's
on
a
with
great
that?
track,
Okay.
and I go, oh, that film sounds good.
Brilliant.
So
Yeah.
because it sounds
Yeah.
good. You see what I mean?
But please don't be confused and think that that's the film review. I hate people to think that.
No.
That's what I wouldn't want.
Yeah. We've got Song for the Lovers. We've got Song for the Ladies.
Yeah, I'm going to be playing a hip hop track.
It's called It's called the hip hop track.
It's called. Steve says hip hop hooray.
Hip hop hooray.
That's not bad, is it?
Oh, it's just brilliant.
come on.
If there's anyone listening, like Saatchi and Saatchi or McCann Erickson, or those people that do
was sad.
advertising, then we are the people.
We're the people, man.
We can market.
We'll market anything. Maybe you're a 2-bit band. You want to email in or something, and just say, how can we publicise our music?
Yeah.
We'll
I
find
mean,
a
if
way.
we were marketing, say, a band, we wouldn't say this is a 2-bit band. That'd be wrong.
Was that
We'd
the
say
first
this is
mistake?
Yeah. We'd say this is a brilliant band. They're going
They're going
from
places.
the excellent. I reckon it's always the same reviews. It's sort of like
Mark Goodyear, inevitably.
They go the excellent single by Coldplay, Yellow. He goes, oh, Yellow, that's Yellow by Coldplay.
Yeah.
Why do they do the bit that says Yellow? We said it, just to show it. I want to see something else in the song, maybe the middle eight.
Yeah, it was be the brand new excellent album from Travis, featuring the hit single Sing. Sing, sing, sing. That's a brand new album from Travis. It features 12 other new tracks and Sing, sing, sing. Brilliant, well done,
actually,
cheers.
I'd buy it.
No, I would, based on that.
That's all the features we've got, isn't it?
That's all the stuff we lined up. We were probably gonna, I don't know, probably rabbit on about other stuff.
Yeah.
Carl, unless I'm...
Wait, but what I really like the something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. They're not even gonna do it. Ricky just shot that down. But I thought it was cool. It doesn't even sound like it'd be that hard. I mean, I like that idea, but whatever. It's all Ricky stuff and one hip hop song.
Very much mistaken. We've got something to give away. Is that right? The K-Man's with us, of course, pressing the button.
Yeah.
KP.
You all right, mate?
K-Man.
Yeah. Pilkington.
We have
Hold on, can I just say there's nothing funny about that name? Just straight away, seriously.
Let's clear that up straight away.
You know,
the idea that people are laughing.
I've taken pictures of these things and months ago, maybe even years ago, and I forgot to share. But there are Mortimer sponges here, as in Bob Mortimer. So I get to see his name everywhere. And Pilkington, spelled exactly the same, which I don't know how else you would spell it, is, I haven't discovered what it is yet, but it's the brand name of something to do with cars. I don't know if they're tires or... Obviously, it's got to be something round, right? So tires and... I don't know. Something else round that goes on a car. Steering wheels. Something. No, I don't know. It's something about cars because it's always outside of mechanics. But Pilkington is a thing here. It's a brand.
So in school, they'd go through the register, Anderson, they'd go through Camfield, Sturgis. Well, no, it wouldn't go to Sturgis yet, would it?
Oh, she wouldn't be there, would she?
Well, no, P's before S, isn't it?
No, she just wouldn't be at school.
She'd be out
too busy in rehab.
Pilkington. Okay, settle down. There's nothing funny about Pilkington.
What's up with it?
It's Pilkington.
Yeah.
Sounds a bit like Plonker.
Yeah, or Pilchard.
Yeah.
So anyway, we've got tickets.
I don't think anyone's ever mocked the name before. I think we're the first ones to do it.
Oh, we're brilliant, we are.
I don't think people up north figured that out, that it was a funny name.
Well, it probably isn't up there, is it? Because they've all got names
all
like,
called that,
like Ramsbottom,
Wilkinson, Pilkington.
Piddle Trentide. Oscar Piddle Trentide, what are you doing? You're late.
Anyway, Gervais.
Well, all right. Okay.
No, that's an exotic name.
It's a bit French. It's a bit
he pays your
French.
wages. Blimey, here he comes, having a go at the star of the show.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to play a record and get back to it? We got tickets to give away, that's what we're saying.
Carl, what's the tickets? People want to know what the tickets are.
After this record.
Clever.
Shinobi versus Dragon Ninja. That's what I like about sort of rock and roll. It just, sings, tells a story about everyday things you know about.
Shinobi versus Dragon Ninja.
Yeah, the old experience.
Was there any reference to Shinobi or the Dragon Ninja in the song?
I wasn't listening.
I wasn't really paying attention, but I'm assuming that some of that screaming was about Shinobi and the Dragon. I don't know who won. If anyone knows who won out of the Shinobi and the Dragon Ninja.
Oh, maybe it's like a trilogy. Maybe they sort of get together in one. Then the second single, there's the fight,
right?
Like the mid thing in the film. Because I know about film structure because I do a film review.
Yeah, sure.
And then the final one is the
two of them pairing up against maybe a larger villain. A Godzilla type. Maybe.
That's interesting.
I don't know. I mean, who knows?
Okay, well, no, they do. Lost Prophets. Unless they haven't written it yet.
Are the Lost Prophets English? Are they British? What's the deal? Who are the Prophets?
Pilks.
Who's the Profs?
Pilky.
Yeah, I think they are, yeah.
What was the answer? What was that? Are they English or American?
I'd say they're American.
Just having a guess? Why do you just say I don't know? Still trying to fool us.
Thank you.
KP again trying to deceive us. KP, you were going to tell us, Pilky, you were going to tell us, Pilchard, you were going to tell us what
tickets are in away?
But it worked for me, see, because when I was younger, I had a mobile disco.
Brilliant, so did I.
And it was me and my mate Colin Makin, and...
Is a mobile disco a karaoke machine? Because if it's not, I can't make out what else that would be. Mobile disco or a boombox? I don't know. Should I look it up? Do I need to look it up? Let's see.
The disco Colin Makin, and the disco is called Pilky's Making Music.
That's brilliant.
That's adorable.
I mean, genuinely brilliant. Pilk is making music.
Guess what?
like
When
it.
I first started the mobile disco, and this was when I was about 14, we didn't really go out touring. We just would do it for like people's parties and stuff. We were called the rock and roll DJs.
Really?
We drew it on some sort of see-through paper and put a light behind it. Rock and roll DJs.
My first disco, I had 2 nights a week in this pub.
What, you ran a disco?
Yeah, this pub near King's Cross, right? And it was just their records, right? And I had to play this number of songs every time, the same time every week. So all the locals, all drunk, were dancing and everything. One of them was American Pie by Don McLean,
right?
And they just sing along all the words, sort of drunk.
And it's about 7 minutes long or something.
Yeah. The other one was Baby Jane by Rod Stewart.
Nice.
If I didn't play that, I'd get lynched. And what was the other one? There was another one that I always had to play. It was a ballad. I have to remember that. But yeah.
So, Carl, do you think, and maybe Ricky as well, do you think you know much about DJing for, like, you know, the sort of the wedding party or maybe someone's 18th? Oh, really? Okay, let me just offer a little hypothesis for you then. All right, the buffet's been served, right?
Yeah.
People have done some speeches, like it's a wedding do.
Yeah.
So you've already played some records early on, you've stopped for food, you've just played some light backing music in the background while the food's been served. You want to get the party rocking again, what do you kick off with?
It depends. It depends. I've already got it down to 2 or 3 records.
Okay, I'd like to hear what they are.
Well, I've got it down to Earth, Wind and Fire.
Right.
That'd be great. If there's, depending on, or you want to go a bit modern, I'd probably start off with sort of Will Smith.
Well, careful, Rick. I've got to bear in mind it is a wedding do, so there's...
It took me a while to realize why he was down there. I was like, wait, what? That's funny. The other day, I saw, I don't know why, because I've never, for the life of me, even liked anything wedding related, but I constantly get, short videos or Instagram reels or whatever about, I did this on my wedding. Like, okay, good for you, whatever. But there was one the other day I saw that they made everyone, get up from the tables and stuff after eating. And they made them all go to, like, dance for like, a group photo. And I don't know if they took the photo or not, but after, I think the DJ played that song, Everybody Dance Now. And it was for everybody to actually start dancing, to get the shyer, more introverted people, not wanting to get up and, the embarrassing walk to the dance floor or whatever. Everybody was, like, already there, so they just, like, tricked them into dancing or whatever. And then the comments, half of them were like, oh, that's a great idea, that's so cute, I love it. And the other half were, like, the introverted people saying, oh my god, if they did that to me, I would kill them, or I hate that, or I'd feel betrayed. I thought it was a cute idea. But whatever. But anyway, that song is like a good song to get people dancing again after eating. I mean, it's right there. She's yelling, everybody gotta dance. I mean, what could beat that?
Will Smith. You want to go a bit modern, I'd probably start off with sort of Will Smith.
Well, careful, Rick. I've got to bear in mind it is a wedding do, so there's people from age 8 to 80. You got to cater to every market.
Okay.
Carl, what about you?
See, this was back in '88, so
yeah.
Kylie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I tell you what the definitive track is?
Go on.
Oh, What a Night, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. Ding, ding, ding. People don't realise what it is exactly. It's straight away. Ding, ding, ding. Bow, down, 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 down. I can't actually play it, but oh, what a night. Late December back in 60s. That leads you straight into a 70s medley, and everyone's loving that. I'm thinking Bee Gees. There's going to probably be some kind of ABBA track, Dancing Queen, all going to storm. You're turning your noses up. I can tell you this, that we got bookings endless. People are going, you're amazing. I don't know how you do it.
I wouldn't have got up. I would have sat there.
Well, you might be, because you're one of those grouchy, you're one of those moody teenagers. Oh, I'm not going to dance to this. I'll tell you, the old ladies would have been up. The people with a decent bit of musical taste would be up.
No, the first person to get up is a fat lady in a dress with bad ankles and a little kid who's got problems and he's in a little DJ.
See, the problem with you two is you're not catering to the market. You're trying to be all sort of bohemian and kind of off, teach people about music and stuff. There's no place for Kylie, not at a mobile disco. Far too avant-garde.
All right, you know what? Wait, I kind of want to look it up because it's not what I thought it was. What the hell is a mobile disco? I think I get it, but... Why did everyone have one of these? Okay, I guess I get what it is, but it's like a weird. Oh, sorry. It's like a weird thing to say. Oh, I had one too. Oh, me too. Oh, me 3. Like, okay.
All right, kick it in. Grease Megamix.
Play a record.
Come on, Eileen. Have you got Come on, Eileen? Play that.
What are you gonna play?
Love Shack.
Coldplay.
Excellent. Yellow.
Well, you'd never
It's
say
the
that.
excellent single by Coldplay. It's Yellow. Oh, Yellow. That's Yellow by Coldplay. That was the stunning new single from Coldplay, Yellow. All the way back to 1999. When was it?
I think it was. No, 99.
Was it?
No, was it?
About that.
I didn't realise so many people were fans of the Lost Prophets. Everyone's been phoning in, emailing in, telling us they were from Cardiff.
Yeah. Welsh band. Now, you're going to tell us what tickets you've got, Carl. What have we got to give away?
Tickets for...
No, we kept it a secret. We said, no, tell us on air, so it's a big surprise. This is going to be... It's going to be really rubbish, is it? This, whatever these tickets are, right, is a testament to how much they rate us here at XFM, how much they rate our show and care about us. What tickets have we got to give away? A top show featuring Ricky Gervais and Steve Merchant and Pilkington. What tickets have we got to give away?
Tickets for K-Fest.
Right, go on.
What's that?
It's like a rock thing that's going on tonight.
Right.
If you're into that Welsh...
Right, well, name some of the bands. Names of the bands.
Niall.
Go on.
Right.
That's one of the bigger ones.
Okay.
Mark Lanigan.
Who?
Not Lanners. Is Lanners playing? He's not really.
Yeah.
Mark Lanigan really playing there?
Oh.
I think so.
God, who's that?
What?
Who's that?
Who is Lanigan?
What?
Is he someone you went to school with? Who is Mark Lanigan? Who else is on?
Who is Mark Lanigan? Is he the promoter? Who is he? Is he head
Is this in a
security?
pub in Camden?
You got Niall.
We're giving away tickets to the K-Fest.
Hold on, let's have a look. This is
That's hilarious because they even got him excited that like they knew who he was. Yeah, he's playing. That's funny. Messed up. But
The
funny.
Enemy. Mark Lanigan, Masters of Reality. Right, okay. Who else? We got Niall. We got Mark Lanigan.
Niall?
Who else?
I can't pronounce this one.
Oh, let's have a look. That's good.
Bethlehem or something.
Bethlehem?
Behemoth.
Behemoth?
Behemoth, is it?
Let me see. God, no one can
Oh.
read. I expected from a northerner, but not from a university-educated man like you.
Oh, yeah.
Let me have a look. Where are we then? I can't even find it on the page. Here we are. Yeah.
Anyway.
Behemoth. Yeah, Behemoth open
But hold on, I
proceedings.
just thought something. We're not really giving those away, are we? Surely we're asking some sort of financial reward for them. Right, okay, right. Is there a competition
No,
or
let's
something?
just... South Carolina Death Metalers, Niall.
Okay, alright,
Head to
okay.
K-Fest.
Yeah,
that means something
K-Fest,
to some people.
we've got a pair of tickets to give away?
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to go to K-Fest, it's the Mean Fiddler, Charing Cross Road, and that's tonight, is it?
Mm-hmm.
The tickets would be $7.50, but we're giving away for free.
Why don't we say we're giving away for a fiver?
No,
That's still a saving.
But I'll tell you what, if you can call in, what's the number?
08 700 800 123.
Yeah, and if the question is because they're quite sought after. There's big names here like Niall and what's his name? Lanigan's on. The question is who wants to go?
Yeah.
So if you can call in and answer that question, who wants to go to that? Then you could be one of the lucky winners. Right. After this, some great chat and music.
I think this happened last time they gave away tickets too, but it's kind of crazy to me that they give tickets for the same events for the same day or like later that night or whatever. I'm one of those people that needs to plan my outings. I can't just like if somebody says, "Oh my god, I just won tickets, can we go?" No, I need to mentally prep for like 2 to 3 days before I do anything. I need to mark it in my little calendar, and I need to. I don't know. I need to plan around it. I need to prep. It doesn't matter what it is. Just I need to know what's happening when. I'm not one of those people that you can just say, "Let's go do that," and I'll be like, "Hell yeah." No. And I know I'm not alone on this, but I also know there are people that aren't like this and are normal. I get that. But me personally, I just think it's crazy, though, that it's not for, like, tomorrow or I don't... Is this... Oh, because this is on Saturday, isn't it? All right, whatever. It's fine, then.
Could you also explain who Mark Lanigan is?
De La Soul, watch out. Well, we're wrong. The lines went mental to
It's
get
amazing,
tickets.
isn't it?
So that and they knew all about them and where they were from, what they were like.
Awesome.
And the tickets.
Death metal's just something that's it's obviously passed me by, but it's obviously huge.
It is huge. It's sort of huge without being sort of in the public eye and famous. I think it's probably the only real alternative out there now, isn't it? Because everything else is sort of mainstream. There's no real alternative music.
Even
raps.
hip-hop?
Yeah.
Well, Slipknot kind of have snuck in, haven't they? Because they
and
their album went straight to #1 or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Incredible.
It still gets people saying, son of mine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, you're probably not. You're probably a daughter or something. I can't remember. You can't, I can't really tell.
People who phone up about the heavy metal, though, they always sound such nice people.
Yeah.
The women always sound attractive. You know, if you meet them, though, they're like 8 foot tall.
I
and
know
those
the fact
huge
that
boots.
we suddenly sound like two old ladies on a bus. And you know what? I spoke to one of them rappers, and he was as nice as pie. Helped with the shopping and everything. I thought he was going to kill me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I am 27 years old now, Rick. 28 according to Carl.
Yeah.
Talking of my birthday, you know, it was my birthday a couple of weeks back.
Yeah.
And
Jesus,
we were talking
sorry.
about the stuff that my dad had given me as presents in the past. And anyway, my sister told me that he'd listened to some of it in the car driving up, and he was quite upset, and he had mentioned
Oh, really?
it to me. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was all affectionate.
It was
wasn't
done with
wasn't-
affection, but it was like we were slagging off his gifts, which were awful.
I know.
Yeah.
He's probably listening again.
Well, possibly.
That happened to me once. I remember telling a story on XFM, and I'll tell you the story in case you've heard it, but I'll tell you. All it was, I used to live in just a little one-room sort of bedsit with my girlfriend, sort of it was sort of
Jane?
like 80s or whatever. And it was just awful. It was one room, and we had a bed, and it's sort of like the kitchen was the bedroom. So our bed, literally,
The
like,
kitchen was the bedroom?
Yeah, it was
Wow.
just a bed in there, and then it was just one room we had. That's all we could afford. Yeah,
Bit like
and so we had,
mine.
yeah, and so you know, you were sleeping in bed. Your head was by the fridge, and the sink was by your feet, and you had to go out and down the stairs to a communal toilet. So I'm a man. I could just pop out of bed on tiptoes. The sink was
No.
quite high.
No.
And have a little wee in the middle of the night.
No.
So put in my clothes. And that's fine.
Into
So
the sink, not the fridge.
into the sink. Yeah. So that was fine. And sometimes I'd just hear Jane go, "Oh, at least run the tap afterwards." And I go, all right, run the tap, right? And I just remember once going, at least take the dishes out first. Because I used to sort of lift, if it was just for the dishes, I used to lift them up and sort of like aim underneath it, and then it was quite hygienic. It was, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But
What do you mean it was quite hygienic?
well, I was
In what
tired.
world is it quite hygienic?
I was tired and drunk, and and it was just it was a horrible place, and we had mice.
You urinate quite a lot, don't you? You have a problem with urination after lot.
Well, I worry about getting caught, like on a tube. I have to, I don't take tubes anymore.
Well, I
just
listen
in
to
case.
my dad's advice is never pass the toilet and not use it, because you never know when you might have to use one
That
again.
is exactly mine.
You might not see one for a long time.
Oh, but anyway, sorry. What I was going to say was, Jane's mum was listening.
What,
And
to
she
that
went-
story, when you told that story?
And I said, I had Ricky's story, the story about weeing in the sink. And you went, no. He makes an awful lot up. He makes an awful lot up. Yeah, that's what we have to say. No, I was joking. You know, I didn't mean it. So, I think I got away with it. Although her mum did watch me every time I went out
What
to
if
the
she's
kitchen.
listening now?
When I was at her house. You're like, yeah, just go
Yeah.
to...
Do
Right,
you want a corned beef sandwich? No. If so, just I'll have it on some
Toilet's over
newspaper.
there, Ricky. I know. The toilet's over there. Okay. All right. Yeah. Oasis. Don't Look Back in Anger. Classic there.
Absolutely.
From the height of Britpop.
Oh my God, it's mad to think it's a classic now, and I was there
know.
at the beginning.
I know. I can't believe it. By the way, urinating isn't bad. It's a good thing. It's getting,
No, obviously
still
it's
on
getting.
this?
I'm not saying the urination's a bad thing. I wasn't
No.
damning the fact that you needed to urinate. It was the fact you're doing it in the sink.
With dishes, you probably
Exactly.
yeah. But see, the thing is, there are some societies where if you urinate on something, you sort of own that thing.
What society is that?
Yeah,
Cats,
what's this?
for example, cats.
Right.
So I mean, cats are, enigmatic creatures, aren't they? Mysterious creatures. I mean, so if I sometimes I own a lot of things through that.
Ew.
Sinks, telephone boxes.
Yeah.
Lots of fences.
My shoes.
Your shoes once,
Yeah.
when I was chasing you around Robin's shoes once.
You'd be all right around jellyfish, because apparently
Is this a band that's playing tonight? It is a band, isn't it? Actually,
It was, I
they're
think.
on
Yeah.
a K-fest.
yeah,
Now, if you get stung by a jellyfish,
yeah.
we stops it hurting.
Is that true? It's just for anyone listening. I mean,
Whoa, Rusty. Is it? Give me a second, people. Give me a second. Hold on. Because I heard this too many times for now to be able to read it that say this is a myth and, you know, just be cool with it. Give me a second. What am I looking up? Let's do this. Okay, first, you know how Google now gives you like the first reply and it's just like a highlight of the whatever page comes up first and it's just the answer you want to know? All right, first one. Remember that if you're at the beach and someone comes ashore with a jellyfish sting, despite that you may have heard, it's a myth, damn it, that peeing on jellyfish sting does anything to ease the pain. Not only are there no studies to support this idea, but urine may actually worsen the sting too. So you get stung, you may get hurt more with the pee, and then also you smell gross and you are gross and dirty. So, oh man. Okay. I'd say good to know, but I don't imagine any situation ever happening where like, I don't imagine being Monica and getting stung at the beach and saying, hello, can somebody come pee on my foot? Like, no, thank you. I'd rather deal with it. But, okay. I guess for somebody this was good to learn. Okay, all right. I'm sorry I doubted you, by the way. I'm sorry. But I just had to look it up.
Stops it hurting.
Is that true? It's just for anyone listening. I mean, it's probably best to check that maybe on the internet or phone a doctor before you try that. I mean, because although Carl has got a lot of useful information, he's not a medically trained man.
Yeah, because I got in trouble once coming out of the sea at Bognor, running around, people going, wee on me, please. Yeah. Please wee on me. Just running around.
Laughing, but...
Yeah. But, have you ever wet the bed?
Okay.
I honestly haven't.
I've never wet the bed.
Ever?
Never wet the bed.
Never.
Okay, let's play a record then.
Oh, we're doing a bit of...
You've wet the bed, have you?
Wow, not as such.
Well, you may as well tell us.
Well, yes then.
Well, is there a story attached?
Well, I remember once.
I mean, well, I just want to be clear, not as an adult, obviously, but when you're, learning and, the diapers are coming off, I mean, it's gonna happen. Jeez.
Was this when you were a child?
Sort of.
Oh.
I was 26.
Okay.
Oh.
And,
that's not a child, dude.
Oh, it's another story involving... Anyway, right, once...
Sink, Hamley.
Oh, God.
Come on, Gervais.
Well, once... I went to stay... went down to Brighton with Jane for a party, her sister's party. And we were staying at her parents' house, her parents were away. And first of all, I got too drunk. I don't think I'd known her very long. Might have been. And I remember... It was a fancy dress party, and I didn't go as fancy dress. But I remember laying on the floor.
It's a what?
A fancy dress party, and I didn't go as fancy. And I remember it was a fancy dress party, and I didn't go as fancy dress. But I remember laying on the floor trying to trip people over because I was so drunk.
The sort of thing that's hilarious if you're drunk.
Yeah, imagine Jane going, "No, that's my boyfriend. I'm so proud." To all her family. And then we got a cab. I got a cab journey home to her that I didn't remember. And apparently the cab driver going, "Is he all right?" Because I was going, "I'll be sick. I'll be sick." Jane, yeah, he's fine. Then I laid on the bathroom floor, and Jane timed it. It was 45 minutes. Me singing "Right by Your Side" by the Eurythmics. And then I went to bed, and apparently I got up in the middle of the night, walked round the bed, and just thought the bed was a toilet. And Jane said, "Ricky!" I went, "What?" She went, "You're pissing on me." I went, "Well, you don't need to wake me up." And then just got back to bed.
You urinated on the bed?
All right, let's...
Oh, and then...
Yeah.
Oh, man alive. Hip-hop hooray!
Hip-hop hooray!
Oh, it's the opportunity...
And then... They just casually went to sleep again? Jesus Christ. Okay, that's gross. Nobody's going to want to hear this story. But I have one. Well, actually, several. Okay. Y'all know my kitty, Gitana. She's adorable, but she's on the older side, right? So, and she has asthma, just like me. And, every once in a while, she have, like, a little coughing fit or a little asthma attack or whatever, and I gotta help her out. She has a special puff and everything. We can share medicine. It's fun. And, sometimes, actually hasn't happened in a long time, knock on wood. This isn't a wood desk, but I don't have anything wooden in front of me. Oh, this. There we go. But she would have, like, while we were sleeping, we sleep together, just like that. And, yeah, in the middle of the night, it happened more than once that she would have a little coughing fit. And she would lose control of herself. And pee on me. It wasn't great. I would get mad. I wouldn't do anything, and I forgave her and everything because it wasn't her fault, and I'm aware of that. But, oh, man. It's not something you can just say, oh, whatever, roll over and, keep sleeping. What the hell? That is gross. I had to get up, turn on all the lights, clean it. Hopefully, just it wasn't directly under me or flip the mattress, something, because, you can't just sleep in a puddle of urine. That's disgusting. Oh, obviously take a shower, wash the cat, everything. It was a whole thing. So, gross, okay? Gross. And I'm sorry I shared that, but I just can. So I did.
Where Steve gets to play one of his classic hip-hop tracks, something maybe you've not heard before, Rick.
Can I just say, I actually slightly regret telling a story about me weeing.
Yeah, well, it doesn't stop there. I'm sure there's more. I'm sure you've told me more in the past.
All right, let's get on with the hip-hop track.
This is from, I need to just introduce it briefly, it's from an artist called Mad Skills, who on this record claims that he has written loads of other people's songs, which I think is true. The only thing I would say is that the names of the artists he's supposedly written for have been bleeped out, but of course, because it's also a radio-friendly version, all the swearing's been bleeped out as well, so there's a lot of bleeping, but if you can piece it together from it, it will actually be quite a good song.
Have you guys ever heard... what's the point of... Are they going to play that song? What's the point of playing a song like that on the radio? Have you guys ever heard a clean version of an Eminem song? They're unbearable. It depends on how they clean it, if it's either beeping or just silence. But if it's all silence, that's it. It's just every once in a while you hear like a sound that isn't even a word. But it's just, there's no point in cleaning a song like that up. Just, if it's not... family friendly, don't play it somewhere that's supposed to be family friendly, but don't just mute the song. That's just stupid.
I'm gonna actually...
No, don't. You don't own it by urinating on it.
Yeah, I am.
No, you... Yeah. Put it away.
Just a little dribble. That is mine now.
That cost me over £5.
Gorillas rock the house on XFM 104.9, 2 o'clock, halfway through already. Ricky Gervais show.
With Steve Merchant.
Yeah, telling really quite embarrassing things that I wish I hadn't now. Makes me look like some sort of mad old urinator.
No, you just can't handle your drink. You can't handle your drink.
I can. I just get rid of it in the usual way of excretion via the kidneys, down the urethra, out the end, down the sink. Sometimes a sink, sometimes a toilet, Carl.
Sometimes a bed.
Yeah.
Or your girlfriend.
It just... embarrassing things. I remember once, right?
Oh, God, he's going to keep going.
I used to love nature when I was about 8, 9, 10. And I remember going out with my sister and my brother and their girlfriend and boyfriend, like to become their husband and wife. And
Thanks for that.
Yeah, just keeping continuity there.
Yeah.
And I used to get shells and things. We were on the beach, and I used to get anything. I love nature. And once I found I love reptiles as well, and I found this perfect snake skin. Like a grass snake or an adder, and it was I absolutely I couldn't believe my luck, and I was going look, and they were going okay, put it down, because I realised they were a little bit scared of it. They were going put it down, it's dirty, and of course I'd torture them a little bit, and then I thought this was hilarious, and they made me leave it there, and I told mum and everything, and then much later when I had some friends when I was about 14 or 15, I was telling this story to embarrass my sister, and I was going yeah, and she was scared of it, and she went, well, it was a used Johnny. She'd waited that long to embarrass me in front of my friends.
God.
I'd been running round with a used Durex, thinking that this was great because they were scared of snakes, and they were going, "Put it down, it's dirty." No, be careful of the poison.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
It is horrible, isn't it? Have I gone too far again?
How could you not realise it was made of rubber, for goodness sake? Well, you obviously didn't know anything about nature. Well, I used to love nature, me.
Yeah,
What's the difference between some skin and
this
rubber
is the,
Johnny?
Now be careful of the Johnny snake.
Yeah.
Their little poppy head and their poison that... Oh, dear.
I always remember there was this kid who lived near me once, and this
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, I gotta go back because I couldn't hear anything, but you obviously didn't know anything about nature. I wasn't expecting that, but yes. That was a good statement.
to me.
Yeah,
What's the difference between some skin and
this
rubber
is the,
Johnny?
Now be careful of the Johnny snake.
Yeah.
Their little poppy head and their poison that... Oh, dear.
I always remember there was this kid who lived near me once, and this bird got run over, and he rushed it, he said, "I can save it," and he kissed it. Because he thought he could give it the he thought he could give it the kiss of life.
I thought you meant it was a girl.
No.
It got run over.
And he kissed
Oh,
it.
God, no.
No, he thought he could give it the kiss of life, but he didn't know what the kiss of life was. He just thought you could kiss something and that would bring it back to life.
I think it was an excuse.
His
I think he was
intention.
thinking, I can't wait for a bird to get run over, then I can pretend to be giving it a kiss of life, but really I'm giving it a nice little snog on the
I remember he
beak.
kissed it like that and threw it up like it would fly away, and it just went boom onto the floor.
Oh, was it dead or?
Yeah, it was blood. It was horrible.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And what's he doing now?
He presents Animal Hospital. No, I don't know what he's doing.
He's the worst vet in the world, got struck off. For sleeping with one of his patients. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, bless him. Oh, no. I killed a fish once.
Go on.
Well, I made a little bow and arrow. I was about 8 or 9, and I made a bow and arrow. And, you know, you never think... we had a pond, and there was a huge fish in it, about, 8 inches long, a huge big sort of like golden orf or something.
I just know he was going like that. Oh, can you guys see me? The irony. Because, you can't see him. You guys can see me, but not when I'm off frame. Okay.
Carp or something. And I was sort of playing, and I aimed, and I shot it, and it went straight through it and floated to the top, and I thought, oh my God.
You pierced a fish with an arrow. That's an amazing shot.
Well, it was luck. It was pure luck.
You're a Native American.
Yeah. You know those little things outside in the front garden by the front gate? A little sort of 4 inches by 4 inches bit of metal. You lift it up, and it's sort of like where the drains are. If the plumbers need to get there, or the council or everything like that.
Right.
I dropped it down there, and I thought, oh my God, what if that's discovered? What if I have to drain? So I ran loads and loads of journeys in and out of my house, right to the toilet and back, just taking out handfuls of Vim and pouring bleach down, thinking that I can get rid of this fish before the council dig it up in 10 years' time and go, send him to jail.
Yes.
Fish aside.
But what do you think they would have done? They'd have taken the dead fish, they've gone to each of the doors going, is this your fish?
Yeah, but I was 8. You don't think...
Do you recognise either the arrow or the fish?
Yes, it's arrow straight through it. But, you don't think when you're 8 that it'd be okay. If I can ride this out till I'm 20, the statute of limitations on goldfish murder, it is about, I can't work it out, 12 years.
Wow.
Yes, that
You're
was...
a killer. Carl, anything embarrassing ever happened to you ever?
With what? With animals and stuff?
Could be animals.
I like animals, to be honest.
So do I. It was a mistake.
No, you don't. I thought you were feeling bad about the fish.
Yeah.
But really, you were more worried about you being locked up.
Well, I felt bad. There's both the law and the moral side of fish death.
Sassy Carl, dude. I've heard stories, Carl, about you and animals, and I've seen you and animals. I don't know what the hell you're on about. Making Ricky feel bad. But, yes, I thought the point was that he was going to feel bad about it, not that he was going to get caught. But, Sassy Carl. That's funny.
There's both the law and the moral side of fish death. I mean, we kill fish all the time, just not usually with a bow and arrow in a back garden in Whitley. Often the supermarket can lend a hand with that.
I used to sell mackerel.
Did you?
Yeah, I had a pet magpie.
Did you?
Called Maggie.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, you
Inventive.
pet magpie. You mean you captured it and didn't let it go away?
Yeah.
Can't have a pet magpie.
But then it got really vicious. I mean...
Well, it's been let me go. What do you keep it in, a rabbit hutch?
No, it flew around, but it used to just, come to me all the time. But then it started pecking me head and stuff.
That's not a pet magpie. That's a bird in the garden.
No, but I could actually... I could hold it and stuff. It wasn't scared of me, and it knew it was me. It used to come down from, the top...
It hated you. That's why it wanted to peck you. Is that...
And the other thing... I always remember being younger and walking through the woods to school with my mum, and I was chasing a butterfly, and she said, "Oh, don't do that, Carl." And I said, "Why?" She said, "Because they only live a day." I said, "Oh, all right, I'll get a dead one in the morning."
That's genius.
That's great. That's quick thinking, isn't it? Oh,
that's sweet. Let's play a song.
Wu-Tang Clan and Gravel Pit. We love that, don't we?
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Classic track. We're talking about embarrassing stories and stuff, and I don't know if I've told this on this radio before. Have I told you, Carl? I'm not sure. But this was when I was working at the BBC. This is not even long ago, and I'd moved to London, and I was fairly new in London. And I was working at the BBC, and I had this BBC hire car, and I've never told it. If there's anyone listening who works for the BBC, I don't know if I can still get in trouble for it. But this BBC hire car, and it was like I'd been ferrying kind of actors and people and production people around all day in this car. And I was driving back, it was quite late, it was about sort of 7 or 8, and I was driving back, and I pulled in to get some petrol to fill up the car every day. And I went into this garage to fill up some petrol, and I was there, and two blokes came in a white van, right? They sort of pulled into the forecourt, and I was filling up the car, and they went, "Hey, do you want to buy a couple of speakers?" And I said, "Yes, I do."
Yeah.
Because, to tell you the reason, it was like I was so flattered that they thought I'd be the kind of bloke who would, A, need some kind of classy speakers, and B, would like to buy them on the sly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought, they like the
They've
fact
seen me. They've seen I look a bit of a hustler.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm a street sort of guy. You can see by the way I use my walk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I couldn't believe my luck. So they drove behind the garage, the little sort of garage bit at the back, and I went round there, sort of casually went round there, sort of locked the car, went round there. They went, open the back, you had these speakers in there. I said, "Are you sure these aren't knocked off, mate?" He went, No. We work for Dixon's. This is the story he spun me. We work for Dixon's, right? And we're delivery men, and if we make a delivery and the person's not there to sign for the goods, then we have to bring them back to the warehouse. But if we can sell them on the way back, then that's really good for Dixon's.
Dixon's must love that.
And instead of thinking, are you sure some kind of troubleshooter didn't... I mean, did someone go into Dixon's and go, you're not getting in the garage forecourt market?
Jones.
Exactly.
Get a couple of lads in a white van.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I sort of bought this story, and I was a little bit dubious, and I went, right, let me hear them then. And he wired them up to the car stereo, and boom, 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 they're playing. So it was some groovy hip-hop. I was thinking, great, these guys know what I'm into. Yeah. And he's giving me the talk and stuff. And, I said, I'm a bit worried these are knocked off. He went, no. Listen, we got a bloke at Dixon's who can confirm this is fine, right? Phone him up, use my mobile, right? And quote this reference number, right? So I phone out, they go, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. And I goes, I go, hi, some guys here in the garage forecourt trying to sell me some speakers. Just wanted to check. He went, it's fine. I went, should I just read the reference number or whatever? He went, if you want. And X14, and I went, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what that was, don't you? That was actually Mr. Dixon himself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm thinking, well, they sound great. They're giving me for a knockdown price. I'd say they were like 400 quid, they were like 200 quid or something. It was a good bargain. I was in the market for some speakers as well. Yeah. So, while they were loading
them
in...
It's all kosher, I phoned Dixon's.
Exactly, I phoned Dixon's, that's fine.
Yeah.
So while they're loading them in the back of the BBC hire car, right, I'm in there paying for the petrol, right, and the guy who's serving goes, oh, you're right. He goes, what were you doing around the back with those blokes? Right? Because obviously there's security cameras filming this whole transaction, right? And he goes, what are you doing around the back? And I went, brilliantly, there's some old mates. Some of my mates were just having a chat and that. He went, oh, right, okay, like giving me obviously the evil eye. So I went back to the van. So I'm in the car now and I'm driving with one of the blokes who's in the van with me because I didn't have the money on me. So I had to go to the cash point to get the cash, right? So I'm driving with him and the other guy's following me in the van and he was like a northerner like you and he was giving it all the, all right, yeah, I tell my girlfriend's a DJ, she's got some of these speakers, they're fantastic, da-da-da, and he's giving me this. And then my mind starts working. Now that I've got a bit of time to think, I'm thinking, wait a minute, this all sounds a bit dodgy.
Yeah.
It dawned on me, Rick.
You know, fool, are you? You're streetwise.
Exactly.
You're streetwise, Steve.
Not only that, I was thinking, how am I going to get them home? I've got to drop the car off at the BBC. How am I going to get these huge speakers back to where I live?
And how can I pay for them? Because I've just spent £100 on Find the Lady with a couple of blokes in the square. It seemed like a fair game. Some of his friends were winning.
But so I explained to him, I said, I can't get them back to like Brixton where I was living at the time. He went, don't worry, give us an extra 20 quid, we'll take them home for you.
Oh, that's good. Delivery. They do a whole service, you see. And there's also a backup guarantee. Did they have the guarantee? The 3-month guarantee?
They didn't.
No.
But I said, I'm not sure about that. He went, well, why don't you put them in a cab, send them back, and your housemates can collect it? I was like, oh, no, there'd be no one in. And I was beginning to sort of get a bit conscious of, like, maybe this was a bit of a scam, after all. So I pulled into, like, a little side road, and I said, I'm not sure I'm into this now, actually. He went, what are you talking about? It's 200 quid for a pair of speakers. It's a bargain. You never get a bargain like this, mate. I'm going, not too sure, actually. I don't think I want them. He went, 150 quid, 150 quid, mate, 150 quid. I went, no. He's 100 quid now to you. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, this doesn't sound like the kind of work that Dixon's would be doing.
Dixon's don't do that when I go in.
This is it.
Dixon's never negotiate in that way.
When I go there, look around and I leave, they go, where are you going?
Exactly.
I go, we'll have anything then. Have anything for a
So
quid.
I stopped the car and the white van pulled up behind me with his mates in.
Sure.
And I said, can you get them out? I'm not interested. And he went, 100 quid, mate. Oh, and he was just going, you tosser. You obviously want some speakers. And he was having a go at me. So I was carrying the speakers out and putting them back in the white van. And he was just shouting at me. He was going, 70 quid, mate. I was like, 70 quid from 200. This is ludicrous.
You realise that wasn't Dixon's policy then.
Exactly.
They don't
At
usually
that
shout
moment-
you tosser as you leave the, leave the shop and walk down Camden High Street. They're not usually shouting you tosser.
You should have took the offer of, like, the monthly payments they've got on at the moment.
So I eventually put them in there, and I sort of knocked the deal on the head, and I got back in my car, and they were in theirs, and I just looked in the rearview mirror, and they were punching the dashboard, like, with aggression and venom, like we let that deal slip through our fingers. And I've never been so terrified in my life. I just sat there, and I was just thinking, oh my God, all I was thinking now is, what if I go back to the BBC, and they go, we've had a call from the police, the man at the garage, he saw you doing a dodgy deal.
I
in the back
love
of
it.
the car.
Yeah. Well, what you do is you put the hire car in a drain in your front garden, and then go in and out of the toilet, just pouring bleach down, or Ajax, and they never know.
There you go.
This is Song for the Lovers. Lovely song there, Song for the Lovers.
Absolutely.
Neil Young, Man Needs a Maid off the Harvest album. What a beautiful song that is. Beautiful strings and everything. Well, you've got a song for the ladies coming up.
Song for the ladies later on as well.
That has set, the standard.
review.
there.
Well, absolutely, yeah. Were you going to do a film review as well later? Have you still got that?
Well, I could do a film review now because
If you've
it's quite a big.
I thought you needed to prepare, but I mean, if
No,
not-
it's quite a big film, and I've seen it, and it is, it's a great film. So
Okay.
I hope I can do it justice because it's a very okay. This week
What film is it going to be?
it's going to be Schindler's List.
Okay, and are you going to do a jingle for us?
Ricky's film review.
Okay.
This is a film by Steven Spielberg.
Yes.
And because it's in olden times, it's all black and white and that, except a coat that's red. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, it's about a bloke who's called Schindler, and because there were so many people he wanted to save, he had to make a list to get organised, and he tried to save as many as he could, and he made him sort of not make the bullets properly on purpose because and in the end, they gave him a ring. It's the same bloke who made E.T.
Okay. Your review of Schindler's List.
Yeah.
And as ever, mark out of 10, please.
9. It was brilliant.
You really enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Okay. Did the fact that it was 3 hours long bother you?
No.
No? Quite like
No.
that? Okay.
Watch some of it on fast forward.
Okay. Carl, have you seen Schindler's List?
No, I'm surprised they managed to get all that in 3 hours.
Right?
Amazing, isn't it? Would that encourage you to see the film?
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, what would you give it a mark out of 10?
9.
You'd give it 9 as well? Okay, I'll tell you,
Just that red coat effect thing you're going on about. That's sold it.
You like that idea?
Yeah.
Well, that was just a mistake, apparently.
Apparently, they probably just couldn't get all the colour out of it.
As I said before, if you've got a film that you'd like to have reviewed by Ricky Gervais, then email us, ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk, and I'm sure he can,
or even not just like the people, but what about the ones who make the films? Like, the ones that actually make the film. What are they called? Hollywood.
Yes.
If they want me to do one for that coming out to sort of give it a little bit of a boost. You saw me give away the tickets. That was selling.
Yeah.
So we can sell your product, and we make it look like it's all editorial. But really, if there's a little bit of money involved, I can probably give it a 9 out of 10 instead of 4 or something.
Rick, would you do that without having seen the film?
Yeah,
that's fine, because they wouldn't. They could just tell you what was coming up, and then
if they said this, give us a good review, and here's 20 quid.
Yeah.
If they go, there's no money in it, I'll probably give it a bad review.
Let's just try that. Rick, can I just try that now? Because a lot of people listening won't be necessarily convinced. Lord of the Rings. Let's imagine I've paid you now to review the forthcoming film Lord of the Rings. What do you make of it?
This is a brilliant film.
Yep.
And even though it's all about wizards and that, and there's people in caves called gonads with beards, probably Robbie Coltrane's in it, because he's in the other one at the moment.
Okay.
And it's all swords and stuff, and there's some magic, but it is actually the Lord of the Rings, not just like, just one of them. He's the Lord of it, and he's excellent in it. So,
right, mark out of 10?
9.
Again, very popular film for you. Carl? Less convinced by that one, maybe.
That doesn't sound as good as the other one.
Yeah. What are you gonna give it? 7?
There's no red coat.
Still give it 9.
You still give it 9?
Excellent, because we split it. We split the money.
Okay.
Excellent.
Good.
This is the Eels. Sorry about that. That was a mistake. I know the shit that was, but it was too late to get it out of the CD player. It's Muse and Feeling Good. What do you think of that?
I'm not a fan of Muse, but I wasn't quite as venomous in my hatred
Don't
of
worry,
it.
we won't play that again.
Oh.
Let's explain the situation in the studio. There's a certain frosty air now because we ended up playing Muse.
Yeah,
it was
it was
a mistake.
Yeah,
But it's not that bad.
Well, no, it's not. It's not as bad as Ricky thinks it. I admit it's not as bad as that, but I'm standing out of it because I'm not a fan of Muse. I wouldn't play Muse generally.
well, I don't mind Muse generally, but I hate that.
What, you like Muse normally? I hate Muse.
Well, I don't hate them.
Says the man who bought the Like Funky Ones album.
Well, yeah, but I wouldn't play them on XFM.
I know, but Muse fits in. I mean, you're saying you want to play
Fits in,
Radiohead.
so playing a
They
Nina,
sound like
doing a
Radiohead,
Nina
it's a new-
Simone.
Isn't Muse one of the bands he said at the beginning that we got all these bands here, like Eminem? He started naming a bunch of things, and didn't he say Muse? They were just like on theme. Maybe he didn't. I'm just tripping, but I think he did.
Why did we play Radiohead then? That's what I was saying.
You're playing Radiohead, but Muse is like Radiohead. There's not a big difference. Anyway, we're not going to argue.
There is a big difference. Phone in if you. What's the difference between Muse and Radiohead? What's the phone number?
What do you mean, what's the difference?
Well, yeah, let's just have a competition. Let's see if people can tell the difference between Muse and Radiohead. Give the number out.
Can't be bothered.
Nor can I.
So it's left to me to keep the thing afloat.
Yeah.
That's never good news. I went to see the White Stripes this week.
Good.
If anyone's interested.
If anyone's interested.
Anyone interested in that?
Go on, Steve.
White Stripes are absolutely amazing. I've heard all the hype. You know, I've not listened to the album. I went along to the gig, got a free ticket. Wasn't even £1 off. It was free, £10. I could have sold it outside the gig. I didn't. I went in, right? Couldn't take along a mate. XFM wouldn't let me. I went there on my own. You know, went in there. I have to say, I wasn't expecting much. They were amazing. They were absolutely amazing.
Really?
I have to say this now. They were the best band I'd seen who I didn't know much about or whatever, like a new band. They were the best band I'd seen live since I saw a little band you might have heard of called Oasis for £5 at Coventry Poly.
Yeah?
Well, yeah.
It's a long name for a band.
And it was amazing, and it's a brilliant band because it's just the two of them. Obviously, the girl on the drums, the guy playing the guitar. He's got a real kind of rock guitar skill. He really plays it up and down the long neck bit. I mean, I know all about the music and that, the terminology.
Yeah.
He was amazing.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Sometimes he plays like kind of steel with that steel pedal thing on his not steel pedal, the finger thing, the kind of thimble thing that some guitarists wear.
Oh.
I believe it's called a guitar thimble. I believe is the name for it. And he plays that like old bluesman would play. He plays that sometimes.
Oh,
Sometimes-
bluesman.
Sometimes he's got like a little electric keyboard thing, or piano, as I believe some people call it.
So this isn't a review, this is listing the instruments.
all right, there's not many to get through with. There's some drums and a guitar.
What colour microphones were they?
I'm glad you asked.
Were they SM58s?
Anyway, the point is this.
Go on.
With just those few simple instruments, they
Yeah.
had this huge sound, a big rocky sound,
Yeah.
quality, kind of bluesy punk with a little bit of an edge into it. It was amazing. I have to say, I was a huge fan. And so I thought we could play a bit of White Stripes, you know, to
We
sort of
could.
commemorate that excellent gig.
I saw a band once, right? There was a drummer, had all the drums, big one at the bottom, two of the diddle-ums once, cymbals.
Yeah.
They were all mic'd up with different microphones coming down the loudy speaks. I was at the back, it was still, wow, I can hear everything and that. Electrical, really. And a guitar. And a bass.
Can I do a gig
No
review every
drumsticks?
week, like you do your film review?
No, good, yeah. Well, you just did.
Well, I'm about as well informed about music as you are about films.
Anyway, tell me, how do you choose the playlist? Feeder, Just
Did they
Today.
just get cut off?
Because we're running out of time.
Yeah.
Because of that Muse shit we had to play. I think I'll say that's my feature. That PlayStation game sounds good.
Right.
Because that's the main music of the PlayStation 2 game, Gran Turismo.
Right.
So I could incorporate that.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and I've still got to get in song for you've got to get in song for the ladies.
Yes.
At the end. Got anything else lined up?
Well, I mean, it's just that I've never seen you spiral into such.
I don't know, he said video game, and the first game that came to mind, not because particularly I can remember the music now, but because when I used to play, I used to like the music. I remember it went well, but now I'm doubting. But God of War, the God of Wars, did they have good soundtracks? Yes! Okay, a song came to mind. Yes! At least one of them. Okay. Interesting.
Despair after hearing Muse. I mean, fair enough.
Sorry,
it's just that I've never seen you spiral into such despair after hearing Muse. I mean, fair enough. Is that they're not a great band?
Well, obviously we have to. There's a bit of a playlist we have to keep to, and we drop the records we don't like,
Yeah.
right, and play the ones we do, and that's fine. And if I don't care for a track, I don't mention it. I don't usually slag off bands, and I know we got to keep to a playlist. I don't know how they're chosen or anything, but there's one thing I didn't want to play. It's Feeling Good,
Yeah.
and it was already lined up, and there was no time, so I was genuinely annoyed because I don't mind like playing stuff that I wouldn't actually choose myself. That's all right, but we're not completely free played all the time. So the worst thing is I don't want to ever play Feeling Good again. I don't want to ever play Kashin again.
Kashin,
Their
I don't know what
band.
Kashin is.
I'm thinking of putting a ban on Gorillaz. What, anything you like the band?
Basement Jacks.
Basement Jack. Oh, Where's Your Head At? We already dropped that.
Where's your head
We dropped
at?
that on purpose, didn't we? What else have we dropped today? But that's what
Today?
we saved people from. Do you know what I mean? Like playing 5 songs over and over again just because some record company wants it to be played. I mean, if I'm gonna play things I hate, pay me. You know what I mean? I'm willing to take bribes. Look, I've been sent some chocolates here by the lads out of Carter USM. Right?
Are they still going?
Yeah, they got a gig at the Who's the Daddy Now tour, right? They're playing the Astoria at December the 14th. December the 14th.
Oh my God, it's worth going along just to see how few people will be there.
Well, see, that I wouldn't use play, but they've sent me chocolates, so there's a plug. It's like, bribe me, not XFM.
Yeah.
All right, let's get some out of this, Steve.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure even I'd sink so low as to be bribed by Carter. I mean, I'm a man who tried to buy dodgy speakers on the street.
Steve, it's a Father Christmas with some jelly beans.
Is that from? Who's that from?
That's from the lads. Oh well, it's Who's the Daddy Now tour.
Okay.
And I've got some chocolate money.
Right, lovely.
Yeah, some of it French.
Got anything there from the senseless things? Or the wonder stuff?
No, but we don't know. They don't know what they're doing now.
Yeah.
Carter was all right at the time. Yeah, Carter was all right.
Carter?
Yeah.
Right.
Do you like Carter?
Not really, no. It's nonsense.
Well, I didn't like him singing about Dagenham all the time, whatever it was. No, what was it? New Cross.
yeah.
But, some
Good.
funny lyrics.
Anything
some
else you want to
puns.
get off your chest? What do you make of the war in
that's it.
Afghanistan?
Let's play some songs we like. What have you got lined up?
I've got the song for the ladies. That's coming up in a
Oh,
second.
lovely. Yeah, let's choose a song here and let's have a look.
You like this one here, Ricky.
What? Oh, Radiohead. Just. Brilliant.
Is this news?
Radiohead and Just. Off the Bends. No, that's a track.
It's been a
bang.
roller coaster ride of emotions, this show.
Yeah.
It started off, there was some light...
Dude, I get it. I get when you don't like a band or something and it's popular and you just don't get it. Or, or hating songs and stuff. But, it felt a little bit like a child having a tantrum. Just a couple minutes ago when he's talking about it. I get it, dude, but you're on the radio. I mean, you're gonna play music you don't want to hear, whatever's hot at the moment or whatever, but alright. It was a roller coaster
ride of emotions, this show.
Yeah.
It started off, there was some light-hearted anecdotes about you and animals.
Yeah.
It ended up with
Peeing
you
on
sort of
stuff.
spiralling into despair.
Wow,
was
That's
some
what,
urinating in the bed along
that's
the
what
way.
a track by Muse can do to a man.
Yeah, well, clearly.
Did I ever react?
But then maybe that's what makes them good. I mean, if music can, create those kind of passions in someone, maybe that's effective. I don't know.
Well, you've made me think again. I
Well,
love Muse.
it's the punk approach, I suppose.
Yeah.
Anyway, Carl, thanks as ever for pressing the buttons and contributing.
Yeah.
All right, mate.
Good job. Shame about the Muse.
He won't be getting a 9 for his movie next week.
Won't we get
I think you guys should kiss and make up, maybe naked.
well, that's not Carl's fault.
Go and kiss him.
Why naked?
No, I'm not going to kiss him.
But
I'm
go on,
going to touch
please
him.
kiss him.
I'm going to kiss
Go
him.
and
I'm gonna
touch him.
I'm going to touch
Go
him.
and touch him. Should we both go and touch him?
Yes.
Why don't we play a song for the ladies?
Didn't this happen already? I feel like they've already tried to make Ricky and Carl hug or kiss or something. What? Why is that a reoccurring thing?
This week, Drugstore, White Magic for Lovers, beautiful track. And let's just go and kiss and touch Carl.
Leaving. Got it. Thank you. Ah, you're sweet.
X.
Oh, that was awesome. Oh, some of the pictures you pick are just so good. I love it. I feel like it adds so much. Great stuff. Not because my face is there, but I mean before. Oh, man, that was awesome. That's so fun. These guys, man. And yes, I was correct. They start asking Carl more and incorporating him a bit more. So, people have been mentioning Rockbusters forever, and I'm not 100% sure what it is, but I know we're going to get there. I think maybe season 2. I don't know when, but at some point we'll get there. So there's no need to explain it. I mean, I'll get there. I kind of sort of know what it is, like a quiz. We'll find out. I don't know. I think I know, but I'm not sure. But I like it. I like that they start. I like feeling the journey of how he became. Because I've already seen An Idiot Abroad. I've already seen the Ricky Gervais show. The one that's animated. I've seen The Moaning of Life. I've seen a lot of Carl stuff, and I've seen him be an extra in extras, and I saw the documentary of him being an extra in extras, like how his world just opened up, and it's so cool to see or be able to hear how that happened, just like very slowly, because I constantly heard the story of, oh no, he was the producer when they were on XFM, blah blah, but I didn't realize that you could get to hear him being asked more questions and participating more and laughing and maybe, getting more comfortable to insult Steven or insult Ricky. And it's interesting to hear that when you know what he will become or has become. I don't know. Timings are weird because it's the past, but I watched it. Whatever. It doesn't matter. But, I like that. I like how you can see his growth into the amazing comedian that he was later and still is. I don't know what he's doing right now, but you get the picture. Anyway, that was very fun. Thank you very much, Rusty Dog. You are awesome. Rusty Dog's channel is in the description. He does stuff, dude, so you guys can check him out. He streams games and has a lot of good content there. So, and he does these, which are amazing, and I love them, and they're very entertaining, and I just love listening to these this way because it just adds a lot. And sometimes the pictures are totally needed because I have no idea what they're talking about, so very helpful. Anyway, thank you. You guys are amazing. I appreciate it. And I am off. Dude, probably to take a shower because it's ridiculously hot. And I can't stand it anymore. Anyway, thank you. You guys are amazing. Whatever you're off to do, have a fabulous one. Lovely humans of Earth. I am off. Toodaloo.